2 years ago, I posted my first ever 100 days in ARK, and now it's time for the curtains to close. ARK Survival Evolved needs an ending to the story because nothing is forever. ARK is going extinct, so let's punish the King Titan and send it off with a bang. I will ascend, I will win, and ultimately, I will survive. This will be the last video that I ever post in ARK Survival Evolved, but we've already evolved, and now, it's time to ascend. 100 days, 100 hours, 1 survivor. It's day 1, my friends, and for one last time, I scratched my ugly, masculine arm and looked around at my surroundings. Let's go ahead and punch some trees and gather some berries, and then we're gonna make some stuff. Oh, look at that. There's a fish right there just for us to chop up. I'm not gonna turn down free prime meat when I didn't have to kill anything to get that. After smashing some rocks to gather flint and stone, I unlocked a bunch of blueprints, and then I began gathering some nearby crystal, which is huge this early in the game. There we go, and now we kill the dodo. Come here, buddy. Hide was the last thing I needed to make a spyglass because I already had crystal, so I was in business. Let's make some clothes for ourselves and a water skin. That seems like a good idea. Look at that, man. Look at that. Let's use our new spyglass. Level 65. That's not terrible, but it could be a lot better. Come here, bud. Damn it, I didn't kill him. This is not good. That actually hit me. No way. Wow, that was a close one, huh? I don't know if I should build a little shelter here or kind of venture out a little bit and try and find myself a dino. I guess I could sit here and make some cooking pots. I'll do that. Make some cooking pots, we'll level up, and then we'll be on our way. Which brings us to day 2 when I began grinding out cooking pots so I could level up quicker. Place that, and then breaking both of those should allow me to craft one more. I'd like to get my hands on one of these PTs, but I know it's super early for that. What? 130 right above me, 130. But you're gonna leave me, I already have a feeling. Let me get some fiber. Oh, hello, good morning. Wow, you're really close. There's another one? Oh God, I need stamina too, that's not good. Oh, attack the Phiomia, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go, there we go, I knew it would happen. He's coming back? Can you go down, man? This is my 5th spear. Thank you, goodness. After finally killing the Titan boa, I was greeted by day 3. I chopped him up and then packed my stuff and left. Good berry farmer. Even a low-leveled stego would be awesome. After rolling out, I did some searching and found an area I liked, so I started clearing it out for base building. I also made narcotics because my #1 goal right now was getting the stego to create more narcotics. While I had stuff in my queue crafting, I decided to go and unlock all of the engrams I would need for the next couple of days because I hadn't done it in a while. I think just in case we make a club, that way the 10 arrows might make it run away, and then I can finish it off with a club. So let's do that quickly. Good thing I put a lot of points into movement speed, so this should be fairly easy. I'm hoping this doesn't take all of them. Why are you scanning me, brother? You're stressing me out. Oh, you're running away? You're running away? I missed! Look at that! It went exactly how I said. The only issue with my base location is that there was no water nearby, so anytime I wanted water, I had to run all the way back to where I started. For only being level 15, the stego surprisingly took a really long time to tame. I get berries. After getting the stego back home, the next thing on my list was to make a forge, a smithy, and a couple of other necessities. I need stone and fiber. For the forge, I needed, of course, a lot of stone, but to make the smithy, I needed metal, and nearby, there was nothing. I scanned the area around me in hopes of finding a defense unit so I could get some quick metal. Actually, isn't it like these things? How does that not give me metal? This could work out if the stego helps me kill this. I used the help of the 2 stego homies that were nearby and ended up killing this defense unit for some metal. Get him dead, baby! That's the metal I needed. I returned home on day 4 and started putting together a base. I needed a place to rest my head at night, to shelter my dinos, and to also craft a lot of stuff. Gathering with stone tools is slow, so before I continued on the base, I crafted a smithy so I could make metal tools. And with almost double the rates, I began farming once again. I wanted to make an aesthetically pleasing base this time around instead of effective. Since I wasn't building in a dangerous area, I didn't need to use stone or metal for my base. I wanted to use wooden thatch managed to make a little hut. I was all in on this one. I did the tiki torches, the railing, the thatch roof. Look at it, it's so pretty. Eventually I would add a lot more, but for now I was content. It would get the job done. Day 5, I woke up and realized that I probably need a flyer so I can get around this map a lot easier. I need to find a way to get some chitin or keratin. Before going out and looking for PTs, I made a storage box so I could drop off some of the things in my inventory because I was heavy. Only 4 more levels until I unlock the PT saddle, and then I can fly. But one thing always leads to another. I realized that I needed to get narco berries with the stego before going to get the PT. I can make the stego saddle. Let's go. Put this on sharpened plate. I'm about to get so many berries. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's insane. Just gotta wait for this meat to spoil. Oh, I have 47 already. I need 5 metal and 35 fiber. Sweet. The last 2 things I needed before going out was a full set of hide armor so I could have better protection, and then those trank arrows. While I was doing some last minute things before heading out, a couple of enforcers decided to jump my stego for no reason. No way you're just doing this right now. Well, I was just talking about how I needed metal, and there's my final level to get the PT saddle. Here we go again. Why are these things so ruthless? Man, narcotics are leveling me up so fast. All these points in a fortitude and I'm still hot. I was gonna get a PT and a megatherium in one trip, so I needed to make a trap. I need to make 4 billboards and a bear trap to be able to get this megatherium. And with the PT saddle, I was ready to go. This is the area where the good PT was. I just hope it's still alive. 75. Plenty of flyers over here. I think they're just all tapageras though. Which brings me to day 6 where I still haven't found a flyer. Don't miss your shot, man. But unfortunately, I didn't realize how high the torpor was on these things. I got him! No! No, hurry! No, hurry, please. No way I didn't get him. No. I failed. I may have failed, but at least I found water, so I could stay alive for one more day and hopefully find a pteranodon. I ventured out a lot further than I wanted to because I was far from my base, and if I didn't find a flyer, it would take me days to get back. I'm almost at Green Ob, and I still have not found a... Dude, there's gonna be carnivores over here. After about 20 minutes, this rolled in. 140? You were totally mine, dude. Yes, sir. Prime. How am I gonna get prime? I need to track you so I don't lose you. Plus 70 levels if I can get this done. I had to go out quite a bit away from the PT to be able to find something that could offer me prime meat. And what I didn't know is that Dimetrodons offer that. Dimetrodon? Do these things give prime? Oh, that's perfect. I did not know Dimetrodons gave prime meat. That's crazy. Eat up. Yum, yum. I sat here with my soon-to-be friend and just waited until day 7 for it to be mine. All went well. It woke up. It wanted to be my friend. And then a defense unit had to disrupt the peace. Are you kidding me right now? Let's go. We're out of here. We're out. Stupid defense unit. I didn't even get to give you a name yet. It felt good to be in the air, I'm not gonna lie. But the hardest part had yet to come. Getting a megatherium. Hello? Hello? Okay. 1, 2, 3. But like a dum-dum, I didn't wait for the bear trap to open. No way that just happened. Please tell me those can last. No, they can't. They can't. Okay. You little... Unfortunately, knowing how this went the first time, I was gonna have to try and do it without a trap, meaning it was gonna be 10 times more difficult. But I had to work with the hand I was dealt. You are such a freak! What is this? He is not going to sleep. I only have 30 arrows left. I started this whole day off with over 100 trank arrows, and now down to my last 14. Man is just playing games with me. Good gosh! I took 80 arrows. Let's go find some prime meat. After killing 2 stegos, I had enough prime to be able to tame the megatherium, and now it was just a waiting game. I had some big plans for the upcoming days. I needed to make this Megatherium strong enough to be able to take on blue drops and to survive in the wasteland. That's the only way you can get cryopods on this map, so that was my first and main goal. I named the Megatherium Misty when it woke up, and then we took the short trip back home so I could get working on the saddle. But I wasn't level 52 yet. I was 4 levels off, so my way of leveling up was narcotics. While I was waiting on levels, I found my first metal node, so I got to farming because I was desperate for metal. And in the evening of day 7, I got that last level, so now the fun begins. Well, after I get the 100 cementing paste that this stupid saddle requires. And by day 8, I had enough to make the saddle. Before rolling out to the wasteland, I unlocked flak, but then remembered it would overheat me. So chitin was just gonna have to do, but I needed chitin in the first place, so I brought my Megatherium out to go get some bugs. Damn, the chitin, what? And an explorer note. What a beast. 13 levels. Oh my gosh. And with that, I had enough to make a full set of chitin armor. Hell yeah. And with 8 days of preparation behind us, it's now time to see if all of it can help me survive in the wasteland. I think I'm just fine. The Megatherium was leveling up quick, killing these stronger enemies, and I was loving it. I think this is a low-leveled Rex. Yeah. When I'm done with this Megatherium, it's gonna be unbeatable. The only thing I was worried about in the wasteland was not being able to survive myself because of the food drain effect. But by this point, I was already in the wasteland for 5 minutes, so I knew I was gonna be okay. I think at this point, all I really need to happen is a blue drop to come in. Like, that would be so perfect right now. I spent pretty much the rest of day 8 searching the wastelands far and wide to find a blue drop, and I found a drop. Gosh, that's so far away. But when I arrived, this was guarding it. That's a wyvern? Oh, no. No, 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 no. They don't see me, right? I can't do that. I hear another drop. Where is it? There it is. Up there. Purple? No way. Day 9, I continued the search for a blue OSD drop. I never found one, but what I did come across was an element vein, and I didn't remember if these were hard or easy. And this is how it went. There we go. All right, let's level up quickly. Good lord! Okay, okay, all right, we're done, we're done. I'm done. I'm stuck, man. I am stuck. I can't get out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I think it's time to go. I think we need to get out of here. I clearly wasn't ready, so it was time to regroup. Well, the wasteland is in fact scary. I came to the conclusion that I was gonna hold off on the OSD drops. I wasn't strong enough yet. I needed more dinos in my arsenal, so that is what I was gonna do. First things first though, I did an engram overhaul because I was level 87 and I hadn't touched engram since like level 30. After doing so, I went on a farming frenzy because I needed 4 dinosaur gateways and 2 gateway doors. And on day 10, after chopping down the entire forest, I had all of the gateways I needed. The reasoning behind all of this is I wanted to get a high-leveled Archie, not only for the weight, but also it's a more reliable flyer, able to take more hits, and I'm safer on the back of it. I did a whole lot of searching, finding level 15s, level 35s, level 20s. It was an endless amount of low-leveled RGs. But patience is key in ARK, and I was in fact patient and found a level 135, so it was time to get to work. This is one of the smoothest RG trappings I've ever had. I shot it once, brought it into the trap, closed the door, and we were in business. There we go. Not too shabby. Oh, I knocked it out. Nice. Okay, I didn't even realize. I came out here with one plan and one plan only, and that was to get an Argentavis, and then this happened. Dude, Caspags are such tanks. Level 125. I think what I'm gonna do while I'm waiting on this RG, since this gas bag isn't going anywhere, Still here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go home and get a bear trap, and then I'm gonna try and tame that as well. After returning with my materials, the RG woke up to be named Kyla, and then I immediately got to work on the gas bag. All you gotta do to lure him out is give him a good punch in the belly and they'll chase you. I got it in the trap first try. It went very smooth, but now for the tedious part, knocking it out. Day 11, I began the tranking process, and I started this whole thing with 151 arrows. Now let's fast forward to when I had 8 arrows left. Oh, let's go. 7 arrows left. After knocking out the gas bag, I had to travel all the way back home with the RG following me, which was no fast process. But when I returned home, I made the Argentava saddle and the gas bag saddle and then headed back. I also highly underestimated how long it would take to tame a gas bag. All of that for 28%. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a while. Over half a day passed and we were only at 57.6%. So expect to see me on day 13 with a tamed gas bag. Me and my RG sat here perched up for most of day 12 waiting on the gas bag to wake up, and boy, I will never do this again. These corrupted Rexes are no joke. When you kill them, you get a lot of experience. Dude, this is not good. Oh, I killed the Rex. I killed the Rex. 13 levels. Look at that. A few moments later, I named my gas bag Caterpillar Steve, and then I started the journey home. Let's go, RG. I don't remember how to do this. I don't remember. Okay, your gas levels are really low. No, I did not mean to do that. Exit, enter, exit. There we go. This is so hard to control. Needless to say, it took me a very long time to get home, which brings us to day 13. All right, I hope that drop is still out here. While I was waiting on the gas bag to tame, I saw a drop come from the sky, so I wanted to check it out, and it didn't go so well. It's in the sulfur area, though, meaning I'm not going to be able to survive for long. I'm dying quick. I'm not going to be able to do that. I didn't even care about the loot at this point. I just wanted cryopods, so I could actually play the game. Dude, why am I still overheating? Are you kidding me right now? My gosh. Since I wasn't ready to run drops yet, I just went back to my base and started making it more homey. But a fabricator should help us progress, so let's go ahead and make that. I've got a fabricator. After scrounging up the materials, I got one crafted and placed, and now I could make all of my industrial equipment. Which, if I was gonna tame a Giga anytime soon, I would need a chemistry bench for the cementing paste and the gunpowder. But before doing that, I need a lot of metal for the chemistry bench, so forges, here we go. I got 3 more placed on the inside of my base, but I would soon find out that that's not enough. The gas bags have one of the best weight stats out of any creature on this entire map, so me and Caterpillar Steve went on a farming trip. I don't know why I don't have an Anki yet, but I could definitely feel it, because farming all of this stuff by hand and getting very little sucked. Day 14, the preparation to get a Managarmer began. I repaired crossbows, made the trap for the Managarmer, made trank arrows. After killing an enforcer, I came across this poor dead compy that one of my own must have killed, so I held a little 3-second funeral for him. R.I.P. Compy. Don't know how you died. Last thing I needed to do before leaving was kill a bunch of Megatheriums so I could make fur armor before heading to the snow biome. While I head over to the snow dome, I just wanted to let you guys know that I used Captain Fat Dog's trap tutorial to make this Managarmer trap. Wouldn't that be crazy if this was just a crazy high level? No, level 25. Level 20, level 10. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do some searching. 85, 105. That might have to do. I ended up actually finding a level 135 Managarmer, so I set up the trap quite a bit of ways, not realizing that I think this trap is outdated. All right, let's go get the Managarmer and try to get him in there. I'll show you why shortly that the trap didn't work, but first I had to kill woolly rhinos with the Managarmer so he didn't die. When I brought the Managarmer in the trap, he was easily able to turn around and leave, so I think adding one more rail once he's in would have done it. No way. What? He just runs right back in? This was easily the weirdest taming experience I've ever had. He would just get angry with me, leave, and then come right back and trap himself. Please work. No! Owie. That don't feel good, man. Can you just get stuck? I ended up losing the Managarmer, so I was about to just leave and call it a day, but then he came back. What? Attack me, attack me. By this point in time, he was running, so I didn't think there was a chance that I could get it, but this is ARK, and my name is Sizen. Just go to bed, please. Oh, I knocked him out. Wow, what are the chances that I actually got this, man? I can't believe I just knocked that out. Luckily, the snow biome has no shortage of prime meat, so after gathering some, I filled up the Managarmer's inventory, and he woke up pretty fast. Oh, you tame fast! We just need to get out of here. What are your stats looking like? High health, very high health. Melee's pretty good, and the stamina is what we're gonna level. The Managarmer is something I definitely needed to add to my arsenal because this thing allowed me to do other activities I wasn't able to do before. When I returned home, I ended up finding an explorer node, so I brought the Managarmer out to kill almost everything I could find for some quick levels. My goal was to get the Managarmer strong enough and capable enough to be able to take on blue drops. And speaking of, I actually found one. 7 levels. I think I need to get health up to 10k. It's go time, baby. This made me remember how much blue drops sucked because it's weak creatures and they take forever to show up. I'm not going to do some crazy big showcase on this OSD drop because in reality, it was extremely boring. So let's skip to the end when I beat it. Well, not just yet. Halfway through, I remembered I haven't named my Managarmer yet, so... Venus. I like that. 95, you look like a demon. Anyways, after killing a few more Stegos, Dilos, and Raptors, the victory was mine. Which brings us to day 16 when I thought I could kill a corrupt Giga. Okay, so the truth behind this all, the Giga was camping my loot, so I needed him to move, but he wouldn't aggro me. Okay, he's lured away. I'm just gonna try and grab this real quick. Eject. Eject. Hurry! Eject! I gotta say the loot was definitely worth it. It gave me some things that I would never use, but others that I really needed. Unfortunately, it only gave me 2 cryopods, but now that I can make them, I'm not worried. This right here was my final takeaway, and I'm not complaining. When I got home, I started placing all of the wood foundations I got from beating the blue OSD so I could add more onto my base. I needed additional space for generator, chemistry bench, forges, and stuff like that. Speaking of, on day 17, I crafted and placed a generator and a refrigerator. It's definitely an amazing feeling when you finally achieve power at your base in ARK. The next thing I wanted was a chemistry bench, but I wasn't pumping out enough metal, so I wanted to go get an Anki. That way I could farm more metal. Oh, cementing paste and metal were the 2 things I was short on for making a chemistry bench. And 130. Good gosh, 50 cementing paste per one. And after seeing how expensive the Giga Trap was gonna be, there was no cutting corners. I needed a chem bench. So what's funny is while the Anki's taming, I realized that it's actually faster for me to go out with a Managarmer and kill robots to get metal. Because scrap metal burns at a 1-to-1 ratio, whereas normal metal is a 2-to-1, so this might actually be my new method. Not to mention the amount of electronics and oil I get from killing the same things I want metal from. Later on, the Anki woke up and I named it Tika, and I will keep it for later on because I think it'll be useful once I have an industrial forge, just not right now. I take that back. The Anki gathers flint at absurd rates, so it is useful to me. Day 18, I had metal smelting, all of my materials were in order, but the thing I was short on was stone, so I was headed to the desert to get a Dodic. I don't really care about high levels on farming dinos, so I found a level 75 and decided to go for that. There we go. Unfortunately, I forgot Mejoberry, so it's time to head back home real quick. Managarmers are insanely fast. Holy crap. After all of that, when I threw the Mejoberries in the Dodic's inventory, it only got up to 50%, so it's time to run a cave. There's a cave around here. I think it's right under here. Going in here was super risky because of the high-leveled creatures. And not only that, getting rabies from one of these bats ends this whole hardcore playthrough. This cave, for the most part, was pretty boring, which is to be expected because it's the Desert Titan Terminal Cave, but I did find an artifact and 1 loot drop. Is that an artifact? Oh, man. Look at that. It is time to go home. I see a drop. I see a drop. Woo-wee. I saw something I like. Look at that. When I left the cave, the Dodic was tamed, so I used one of my new cryopods to bring him home. Go in the pod. and let's go home. Day 19, I returned home to enough metal to craft the chemistry bench, and the last thing I needed was cementing paste, so of course I started farming. I even had enough materials left over to make the entire Giga Trap, which was a plus. Day 19 wasn't anything crazy. I spent most of the day farming for resources to get stocked up and not fall short in the coming days. But after pulling together the last bit of resources I needed, the chemistry bench was in my hands. Let's go. Oh my gosh, that was the perfect amount too. 250. Oh, I need the gas in there. Turn on and... Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Gunpowder Central. Look at that. Oh my gosh. The idea of taming a Giga led to so many other things. Now I wanted to craft this long neck because it would help me a lot better than a crossbow. I wonder if I just save up for that. That being said, day 20, I placed down more forges for more metal production. And after going on one final robot killing spree, I should have enough scrap metal to craft this long neck within the next day or so. I'm feeling really good about my progress so far. It's day 20. We're waiting on metal for an insane long neck. And while we are waiting, I think I'm gonna go run some blue drops for better gear. Or at least that's what I thought I was gonna do, but I couldn't find any blue drops, so plan B. I decided I would run caves in the meantime, so I potted up my gas bag and my megatherium. There's gonna be mad perlovia in here. As you saw, day 21, I made it to the snow cave, and I don't remember these caves being this difficult, but then again, I never ran them without a Giga. I think we're safe now. I can go ahead and get this. The fur is great. That could have been so much better. After grabbing the drop, I ended up switching to my gas bag for this next part because it seemed a lot safer than bringing my mana garner. I had to do everything so perfectly in this cave. Everything was well thought and timed out. After retrieving the artifact, it was time for me to leave, so I switched back to the mana garmer for extra protection on my way out, and then I headed back home to see if I was able to make the long neck, which I wasn't. I was about 500 metal off, so time to go out on another cave run. I really wanted to run the cave in the green zone, but I forgot about one important part that would really wreck my day. I'm hoping I can dive down here. I love it down here. If it was practical, I'd totally build a base. I think this is the way to the artifact cave. Yeah, I believe it's over there. I see it. Best case scenario, there's bugs in here and I can just go off. Day 22, I started traversing into the cave and then I saw this. Crap. Uties? There's Uties in here? All right, let's hold off on this. No, I did not mean to throw my mana garmer out. Nope, 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 nope. I did not mean to throw you. That's so not good, bro. I need to go over there and help. I don't care about this damn Uti. Come on. Come on. This was not supposed to happen. This was not supposed to happen. I have to fight this out. I'm way too heavy. I can't move. Mana armor's bloody. No way! Come on, Venus. Come on. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. That's right. Keep jumping around. Let's go, Rex. Go down, baby. Go down. Come on, dude. It's never ending. Mana armor's super bloody. Please don't die. Please don't die. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at the health. There's no way my Megatherium can survive another wave of that. I force-fed for a long time, trying to come up with a game plan, thinking about what I could do to get through this cave, and this is what I came up with. Oh, in case you were wondering, yes, I dyed my gas bag white and red. It looks cool, and this is my last ARK playthrough, so I can do whatever I want. Is that the artifact right there? Oh my goodness. I think it's time to go. After grabbing the artifact, I didn't want to play around and possibly die in here, so I just headed straight out. It's time to go home and see if I can make this long neck. Home sweet home. Got another artifact though. That's 3. What are we at? 23. I need 500 more metal. 500. I decided that I would just spend the rest of day 22 going AFK so my mana armor could heal and also so I could get the rest of this metal I needed. So we'll see you on day 23. I returned to the keyboard on day 23 and there was a meteor shower going on. So I decided to go see what that was all about. I needed to waste a little bit more time. Unfortunately, I didn't realize how much 2800 metal really was. I wanted to run this blue drop, but man, this area is dangerous. Is that an alpha corrupted Rex? And a Reaper. And a Giga. Good God, what is this area? I accidentally caught the aggro of literally everything, so I had to fight my way through. It's a weird view, but I'll take it. It's time for you to die. I'm actually over this. There we go. After killing most of the big threats, I decided to give it a go on taking down this Alpha Rex. I mean, that's some damage. Oh, wow, we got there. After killing all of the threats, I went to go run the blue drop and noticed that more wyverns spawned, more reapers, so I was just gonna call it a day. I swear this poor Managarmer can't catch a break. Always low health. When I returned on day 24, I immediately went to go get some wood because that was the last thing I was missing for this long neck rifle. Oh my goodness. Let's go. We can make 84 of those. Not sure what we're gonna run short on, but let's start making more narcotics. I didn't even want to think about going to get a Giga until I had a minimum of 200 trank darts. It may be way over preparing, but I'd rather be over prepared than not get a Giga. And after spending most of the day making narcotics, smelting metal, making bullets, I finally had around 200 trank darts, so it's time to go get your boy a Giga. But I am gonna bring about, let's say 400 narcotics. And now I just gotta hope that I can at least find a Giga. And if they do spawn, hopefully they're not level 10 or 15 like my previous playthroughs. I'm just hoping that 5 of these metal gates is gonna be enough to trap a Giga. I think it should be fine. I spent about 20 minutes looking. I eventually gave up and started looking for RGs and Snow Owls because I need an RG team for the Desert Titan and Snow Owls for healing. And it wasn't until day 25 that I accidentally found one. Is that a Giga? Oh my gosh, where did you come from? Watch it be a level 15. I'll literally cry. 55? Come on. See, the issue is I can't kill it, so I can't force a respawn on Gigas. Do I just tame it? Guys, I really don't want to do this, but I think I'm gonna go for it. At this point, though it was a low level, I think that a Giga is gonna do better for me than a Managarmer, so I'm gonna get it. Trapping the Giga is extremely easy. I just got his attention, he walks right into my trap, and then I place the back gate. Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? All right, guys. Here it goes. As much as I would love to make 86 cuts of me shooting this Giga, I'm not going to do it because it's going to take me a year. But just know that it took a lot more trank darts than I thought it would for a level 55. We got it. We got it. I just went over and started killing this Rex for Prime because I didn't have time to leave the Giga, go find an Ovis, and come back without it waking up. It's going to take a while. Imagine if Gigas got to keep their 80,000 health that they have in the wild. It did in fact take an entire day to tame this Giga, and I don't expect anything less anymore because I just know this is how it goes. There we go. I ended up naming the Giga Shikra, and boy was I excited to start taking on some drops. After taming the Giga, I broke down all of the metal gates so I didn't waste any resources, potted the Giga up, and then headed home to make the saddle. And into day 26 we are. I got home, made the saddle, put it on the Giga, and then I started making some more darts in case I found another. Some of the best gear you can get in the game is from beating the Titans and also completing these OSD drops, hence the reason I got a Giga. Oh, it's just blue. Let's go. I don't necessarily need to be running blue drops anymore because they're really easy and they don't give me that amazing of gear, but I will take cryopods when I can get them. We did it! Give me all the loot. Yes. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. All of the stuff I got was super heavy, so I ended up just using Caterpillar Steve to bring it all home because his weight is insane. This is everything that I got from doing the blue drop, and I'm pretty happy. Though the gear isn't great, I will gladly take the structures because I'm trying to build up my base for free. Let's go drop these goodies off at home, and then I might go run another drop. I used the structures when I got home to extend my base and make it more aesthetically pleasing. I even built a platform out back for breeding whenever it comes time for that. Okay, don't know what this is gonna be, but I like the way it looks. This might be my breeding platform, actually, which is gonna cost me a crystal, easy. Metal is gonna be the hardest part of this. The polymer and the cementing paste I can get done super quick. All right, I got metal going in every forge. They should be set up for a while. My main goals right now are making an industrial forge and also getting another Giga, but a high level, so I can start my army for the King Titan. All right, so no purple drops. I guess purple are the hardest. I was actually hoping to find a yellow because they're a little bit more difficult than blue and will offer me a lot better resources. Yellow, I'll take it. All right, let's do this thing, man. Little did I know that these wyverns were part of the spawn up here and not the drop. And man, were they psycho. That's a high level mother. Do they do percentage-based damage? Why? After killing 3 wyverns and seeing that they did over 4,000 damage, I just had to hope and pray they didn't keep spawning during my drop. I think those wyverns do percentage-based damage. There's no way they just did 4,000 damage based off fire ticks. Like, what? Are you guys ready for the yellow OSD that took me 45 minutes to complete? For some reason, each wave, it took the enemies 5 minutes to spawn in. And most of the time, they wouldn't even come to me. I had to go find them. There is wyverns? No way! Gosh, dude, they do so much damage. Here I am on day 28, still waiting for 2 more hostiles for wave 1. Also, fun fact, these enraged Rexes spawn like every 3 minutes, so I ended up fighting about 10 of them and got all the tributes I would need to fight the bosses. There's my alpha teeth. In between each fight and each wave, I had to force feed because all of these strong creatures were getting me low. And now that you all know how the pace of this fight goes, I'll shut up. These arthropleurs are making me like kill myself, man. Here I am on day 29, still running the yellow drop. I waited for about 5 minutes for the next enemies to spawn, and then it just said complete, so I guess I'll take it. The yellow drop loot is completely cracked versus the blue. I was so happy. Oh my gosh! That's not good. Please kill it. Oh, I got a bunch of flak. Look at that. We need to get the hell out of here. Let's go, Caterpillar Steve. We did it! Completing my first yellow drop felt so good. I felt like I had come such a long way, but I still have so much to do. So once I get home, I'll sort through my new gear, and then we'll continue on. Flak, 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 flak. Look at that. Ascendant. Yes. And chest piece. Absolutely. 17 cryopods. Okay, so what's my armor looking like? Over 1,000? It's pretty good. After sorting out all of my new stuff, I brought the Anki to go get some more crystal, and then I took my mana armor out to the wastelands to get corrupted nodules, aka the replacement for polymer, so I could make this forge. And then while I waited on metal to smelt, I needlessly placed down spikes around my breeding area, so yeah, there was no reason for this actually. So silly looking. I'm literally building my base out of like hand-me-downs. Day 30, I think all the hard work caught up to me because I just stared at this wall for a while, but then I realized that I had enough materials to make a forge, so let's go. Yes! It's actually kind of perfect. Beautiful. Now that I had the industrial forge, I brought the Yankee out and got as much metal as I possibly could so I could fill it up. I also never knew that there was beaver dams on Extinction. I mean, I've only played this map twice, but still. I spent the rest of day 30 just doing chores at home and making sure that I was ready for the next time I left my house. I still needed a mate for my Giga so I could start breeding an army, and that's what I was gonna go do. Let's go try to find another Giga. Day 31, I arrived, and there was in fact a Giga. How can I get the best angle on this? 140? It's a male. It's a male. Okay, I have a male. That's fine. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. I just found a 140. All right, let's see if I can do this. Those are Prolovia. Oh my gosh. I severely underestimated how strong this Giga's bite was, and putting it in the trap almost killed my RG. Okay, fine. You guys want to see the crazy cuts with the whatever? Yeah, okay, sure. Are you kidding me? Another Giga spawned? If that Giga spots me, I'm screwed. Oh my gosh, I do. Please don't attack him, please. And after a long and stressful day, I got the Giga packed up with food, and now it's time to wait. Speaking of waiting, I was here until day 32. Taming Gigas is so much fun. Noto! 210 melee. It's a pretty big jump from where I was before. Oh my goodness! I figured I would run the snow cave since I was already here, and I needed to level up the Giga. 10 more levels. Oh my gosh. It was nice knowing that there's pretty much no other dino other than a wild Giga that could kill me at this point. Why are Gigas so slow? It took me an hour to get through this entire cave because the Giga never has stamina. I'll take the artifact a second time. I will gladly take it. It's loot, I guess. I made it out of the cave on day 33 with a level 279 Giga. And since I'm already here, let's just get a snow owl. 115? I think that'll do. Taming this thing was actually really easy. I had a crazy long neck rifle and a mana armor that could chase this thing to the edge of the world. There you go. Night-night. This snow owl was going to be a workhorse for me. I was going to be breeding a lot of Gigas. I mean, over 100. And this was going to heal every single one of them. And now for the last creature I need. Another RG, but to make a breeding pair. Level 20. Everything that I want is low leveled. I ended up spending about 30 minutes killing RGs and forcing respawns. And then finally, this guy appeared. Oh! About to risk it all. Come on. Right here would be so perfect. And now, with this RG knocked out, once it wakes up, I will have every dino I need for the rest of this game. Well, actually, no, I still need a female Giga, but we'll get to that soon. I finished off day 33 by making a snow owl saddle and then also healing up my Giga to get ready for drops. Day 34, before going to get my RG, I remembered there was an explorer note near my base that I was saving for the snow owl. These guys are kind of hard to level up because their melee sucks and they can't really kill anything worth a damn. Sweet. 9 levels, all into stamina. I love it. Yes. When I finished up putting a little bit of work into the snow owl, I went to go get my RG, and I gotta say, this is the only time I think I've ever been excited to go breed. I never really thought about making another generator and a bunch of air conditioners, but I guess it's time. I think 9 should be enough. I like it. Why, thank you. Sweet. Sweet. God, you're so cute. I ended up spending a large portion of my day breeding because I hadn't gotten started on it and it's already day 34. Which brings me to day 35 when I finished imprinting on all of my RGs for now. I also scrounged together the materials to repair my long neck, because when I'm out, if I do find a female Giga, I need to be ready to tame it, right then and there. And now it's time for my daily wasteland search. Every day I would go out to the wastelands checking for drops and Gigas. I don't know about all that, man. I didn't want to run red drops until I had an imprinted dino, because as of right now, I don't think I can do it. Well, I can't do the red drop, but I guess we can go check to see if there's a Giga. Seems like they're spawning like crazy over there now. There is a Giga. There is. If this is a decent level female, we're getting it. No way. Owie. Gigas are so dumb. Oh, don't sit down. You know what I didn't bring? Narcotics. I gotta go home and get narcotics before I do this. Back to it. This is starting to feel really familiar, yet still boring. Oh, finally! Gosh! You like what I did there? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, no one cares. Just for some insight, look how long it took. We're in the middle of day 36. I feel like just in taming Gigas, I've spent 5 days of my entire playthrough doing so. I didn't even realize it was day 37. Well, make that 6 days, I guess. There was a Carcharodontosaurus lurking around, so I didn't have time to name this Giga, but it was time to go. I was just gonna head straight home and start breeding, but then I saw an element vein, and I have a new Giga, so let's do this. No, I just saw my element break, you little douche. Hey. We did it. I'll be honest, I think it took me longer to farm the element vein than it did to protect it. Look at all that element. It's so gorgeous. I don't think it was super necessary for me to get any of that element, but I figured I could use it at some point. Day 38 brings us to New Horizons, where I get my first Giga egg. Give me the egg. I hope this is enough AC. Sure is. I got 4 eggs in total laid down and hatching, and little did I know that this was gonna take a long time. Hello, buddy. The stats were actually pretty wild. 17,000 health and 210 melee before imprinting, which will almost double that health, if not more. It wasn't the hatching that I was complaining about, though that takes 30 minutes per egg. It's the waiting for the babies to mature and having to be here for 4 imprints. That's what sucks. Day 39, I got imprint number 2 on all 4 gigas, and I'll let the stats speak for themselves. 27, 242. I literally can't do anything. I have to sit here and play nanny until all of these grow up. On day 40, I've just been stuck at home. I want to leave. Each imprint was only 11 minutes apart, and that's really not enough to do anything on Extinction, seeing as OSDs take 30 minutes, element veins take 30 minutes, and caves could take even longer. Only one more imprint and we can leave this godforsaken place. I took this time to name my breeding pair gigas King and Queen. That way I wouldn't lose track of them. Finally. What are your stats? 40,000 health, 291 melee. That is godlike. It's day 41, and within the next couple of seconds, all 4 of my gigas will be fully matured and fully imprinted on, so I'm feeling pretty good. Sometimes I question why I am the way I am, but I've always wanted to know. I've never eaten a turd in ARK. I just wanted to see how much it would kill me. So if I had 100 health, I'd probably die. Oh no, I wouldn't. Okay. Note to self, don't eat poop. For my OG fans that watched my Genesis video, you'll know that Lucas was my favorite Rex. So I named my favorite Giga Lucas V2. And then for the remainder of the day, I healed up Lucas with my Snow Owl. It's definitely faster than force feeding, but my god, this takes forever. So let's head out to the wasteland and see if we can find a red drop. I'm just happy that I can leave my base. Okay, hear me out. I know it's a red drop. What I'm about to do is extremely risky, but I figured with my 40,000 health and my high melee that I could actually do it. So I guess we'll see. These are high-leveled enemies right here. This Giga is just shredding through this stuff. I gotta say, it felt like I was playing with cheat codes. That's how overpowered this thing was. Okay, yep, there's a lot. A lot more than yellows and blues. Oh my gosh. $38 levels. That's disgusting. All going into melee. 3,300. I mean, that was only wave 1, so I am a little bit worried. They're actually doing a considerable amount of damage to me. Holy hell. They're just pouring in the raining from the sky. Damn. They're just swarming. Oh, yeah, there is wyverns. That's not good. Yo, what? Just tossed me in the air. There's so many wyverns. I did it! I did it! Oh my gosh, I'm so hyped for this gear. I hope it's good. Damn, there's a lot! Yeah, this is some nasty stuff. Okay, hold up, hold up. And everything you're seeing here is just the first pile of loot. There's 3 more. And this is my final takeaway. I got some really good flak, some riot armor, shotgun blueprints, and a lot of materials. When I returned home, I sorted through everything and put all of the resources and gear in the respective areas, and then I started redoing my base a little bit. As much as I wanted to stick to the old ways and keep thatch and wood for the entire base, I just didn't want to risk something coming along and attacking my foundation and watching the Indie Forge fall. But here we are on day 43. I'm feeling pretty good about my progress, but I have to keep going and at a decent pace too. If I want to get anywhere near taming all 3 titans for the final fight, I'm gonna need to fight all of them twice. Why, you ask? Well, 1 for the gear and 2 to tame it. So this is gonna be fun. All right, yeah, we're gonna get y'all breeding. Even if we don't get the wildest mutations, I mean, 40,000 health after imprints and 291 melee, still super solid for a base. I just want some cool colors. While waiting on my very first Giga Egg to hatch, I went out and started killing Rexes and Brontos because I needed those tributes to fight the Forest Titan. And after retrieving the last tribute I needed, it was time to go home and start raising some babies. I also got both of my RGs mating because even if I didn't hatch the eggs now, I was gonna need them at some point, so I figured I'd get a head start. After checking the stats on my baby Giga, I noticed that I didn't get any mutations off the rip like I normally do, so this time I was gonna have to work for it. Okay, so that's 5 eggs hatching there. My plan was once all these eggs hatched before the first imprint, I was gonna bring Lucas to go get the rest of the corrupt hearts I needed. And on day 44, that's exactly what I did. I knew an area that corrupt hearts were easy to get, so I headed over there. And after only 5 minutes, I had the rest of the hearts I needed to fight the Forest Titan. It's been a long time since I raised Gigas, and I didn't remember it sucking this bad, but here we go. No one is luckier than me, by the way. Got a 207 right here. 207 with higher melee. Look at that. Look at that. How lucky can you be to get a melee mutation on this bad boy? It was like it was meant to be. It could have had a mutation in any stat, but the game chose melee for me, so that's how I knew this playthrough was gonna be crazy. Now for the nitty gritty. With my multipliers, it takes 30 minutes for a Giga Egg to hatch. And then once it hatches, it takes a full hour for it to raise and mature into an adult. So as I was saying earlier, this isn't going to be fun, but the results will be worth it. And not only do I have to spend a lot of time raising all of these babies, but once they are fully matured, I have to heal every one of them with my snow owl. Did I mention that crafting 15 Giga saddles isn't particularly cheap nor fun? Now, real quick before we continue. Raising babies and this whole process took a total of 4 in-game days. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed run through all of this because this is my last playthrough and I want to keep it fun. Okay, I'm stuck in your foot. Day 47, I ended up going AFK for about an hour because I had done everything I needed to do. I had all the saddles made, all of the tributes. I just needed these gigas to raise. And 304. Good God. Some context. 304 melee on my melee mutation. That's without levels, that's fully imprinted, but no levels pumped. We're talking massive damage here. And now that you saw the previous cut, I'm pretty sure you know what happened on day 48. You guessed it, I healed all of the gigas with my snow owl for a full day. And now with everything complete, I'm gonna go fight the Forest Titan and hopefully win. I'm just a little worried at this point. I don't know how difficult this is gonna be. I ended up bringing 13 gigas with me, meaning I have to level 12 of them since Lucas is already there. But here's the catch. I have to level all of them in just this one cave. And there's not enough creatures in here to level 12 gigas to where I need them to be. So just pump a little bit of melee and hope for the best. 30 levels, yes sir. Yeah, that's gonna be good enough. onto the last Giga, and luckily there was enough creatures in here to level it. Alright, so this is the end of the road. Artifact of Growth, done. Corrupt Hearts, done. Vertebrae, done. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if the hard work has paid off. All right. Oh, we're gonna melt him. We're gonna melt him. I'm gonna get in on this fight too. Goodness gracious, I thought this was gonna be hard. Look at us go! Wow. Damn, one of these Gigas actually got bloody. Trying to see if I got anything better than what I have, and I don't think I did. It was a successful fight, and I was feeling great, so I started potting up all of my Gigas, and I was gonna head home. I noticed that only one of them got bloody, and it was Shikra, who was my original Giga, so that makes sense. The rest of them did just fine. Day 50, on my way out of the cave, I was high on life, but then reality set in, and I got to thinking, I have to fight the Desert Titan next. When I got back home, I laid all of my Gigas out so they could start healing, and now, I have to breed RGs for the Desert Titan fight. I feel like I'm not gonna get a break until this playthrough is over. What we're gonna do is I think we're gonna go Forest Titan, Desert Titan, Ice Titan, and then the King Alpha up there. My plan for leveling all of the RGs was going to be to kill RG babies. Since they don't have great melee and they can't really level up quick in the wild, that was the only thing I could do. Raising RGs proved to be even more tedious than the Gigas because I was doing about double the amount. Since RGs are nowhere near as strong, I didn't know how many I needed to take down the Desert Titan. What are we at now? 34, 3 to 1. Yep, no mutations yet. All right, let me count how many RGs I already have. It might be more worth it to just use those and hope for the best. Since I felt I was running low on time, I wanted to just see how many RGs I already had and maybe just bring those instead. Okay, so 21 RGs. Since I was short on time, I was only going to be able to kill 4 baby RGs with each adult that I had and hope that was enough. But then this happened. Oh, hell no, man. Of course! What are the chances? I was about to kill all these. So, since I was gonna save the 2 red ones and level those up, now it was time to start the real work. You got red, black, and green on your little cone head noggin. My goal with my RGs was to get 10,000 health and as close as possible to 1,000 melee. That's what I felt comfortable with and going into this fight. The following day, I continued doing the same exact thing, but now in between each egg hatching session, I healed up the remaining RGs. After fully leveling each RG, I named them Titan Ready, letting me know that they were done. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready to be done. I also remember being dismounted the first time I ever fought the Desert Titan, and I wasn't sure if that was a thing, so I started making some parachutes just in case. I still need to go get all 100 Corrupt Hearts. The Wyvern Talons. Oh, Sarco Skins. I still need Sarco Skins. I only knew of one area on this entire map that offered Sarco Skins, so I headed straight there in hopes that I could at least get half for now. 2 more Sarcos. Gotta go work on Corrupt Hearts. I'll let them respawn, come back, and we should be good. The hearts alone took me an hour, aka a full day, and here's the time lapse of that. I got my heart. I got 100. And with that out of the way, the last thing I needed was 5 more Sarco skins, and then I could fight the Titan. This is where I gotta break the news to you guys. I accidentally didn't record, and I fought the Desert Titan. I got all the tributes. I did everything. But I'm not gonna let you guys just go by my words, so we're gonna fight the Desert Titan a second time, so you can see that I will be successful. I don't have the time to go get all the tributes again. I'm literally doing this so I can show you guys that I've done it. So yeah, we're gonna run this again real quick. like I did last time, I'm gonna leave one RG in my hotbar just in case I get dismounted. I don't see it happening because it didn't last time. Hello. It's time to do this the second time in a row. This time. Where's my mans?
I don't know if you guys know this, but this is the only time I've ever done a 100-day playthrough where I'm seriously behind. Like, I have too much stuff to do. I'm literally f***ed.
Go attack him. Let's go. There we go. Look at that. Now that's what I call an army. Let's have some fun. Whoa, 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 whoa! You do get dismounted. I could have swore, and here we are. Thank God I did that. Imagine I didn't bring parachutes. I would have been dead there. Actually, no. I need to be careful. Stamina's an issue. Ah, screw it. Let's go. Let's go. All right, careful, careful, keep flying, keep flying. I'm almost out of stamina, hurry up. Get there, get there. Please hurry, let's go. We beat it a second time, no problem whatsoever. What are you guys doing over there? Come on, let's look at all this gear. So we got the Desert Titan trophy, again, 7 element, boohoo. We got a bunch of ammo, that's nice, some cannon shells. I'm gonna go ahead and pot up all these RGs. We're gonna go back home and continue on with our journey. Here we are on day 58, and I got to thinking, I still need to take down the Ice Titan so I can say I at least took down all 3 before the end. But luckily, I already had most of the tributes done. I just needed the 100 corrupt hearts, so it's time to go home, regroup, and then run some red drops. After putting all of my gear away, I potted up Lucas and then headed towards my next OSD. Red drops are definitely the way to go if you want to farm corrupt hearts, because each drop was giving me about 60 to 80, somewhere in there. This should be the last enemy. Yep. Give it to me. Yes. By this point, it's no surprise that I get a lot of good gear, but it's this stuff that I really needed. Look at that chest piece. Oh my lord. All day 59 was me potting up Gigas and then fully healing a couple of them so I could go fight the Ice Titan. That's it. Day 60, I brought my Giga to go get the last 5 corrupt hearts I needed to be able to even go into the fight. It took literally seconds, so afterwards I headed towards the ice cave. A little worried, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while since I fought the Ice Titan, and I think it's definitely stronger than the forest, so we'll see how it goes. Time to take on the hardest Titan, in my opinion. Here we go, baby. I'm glad I chose to throw out my mana armor and just ride that as a main mount instead, because I didn't want to take any chances getting frozen and possibly killed. Oh, I was worried, but we're doing a lot of damage. Look at him go. Damn! Okay. My Gigas are frozen. Damn, the Ice Titan hurts. Oh! Okay, okay. That's really loud. We're shredding through him. We're solid. We're solid. I didn't have to do anything. Look at us go. No deaths. All right, let's see what we got. Better shotgun. I'll take it. We actually got real tech this time. Oh, say less, dude. Put that on. Put that on. Dude, I'm wearing a crop top right now. It wasn't until today, day 61, that I felt like I really started being able to play the game. I had tech. I took down all 3 Titans. I was feeling accomplished. But what's to come next would prove to be the most difficult task I've done yet. Let's test out some of this new tech. Okay, no fall damage. I love it. Yes, sir. Sweet. So much fun. I'd love to not have a crop top though. I don't know why they didn't just fix it.
Anyways, after playtime was over, realization set back in, and here's what's to come. I'm gonna try to tame this douchebag. And while I'm gathering the tributes to do so, let me explain something to you. It would have been worlds easier if I would have just brought in a mech. I understand that, don't come at me. But here's the thing. I wasn't rich enough in resources to be able to bring my gas bag all the way to and from one of the terminals to craft a tech replicator. That way I could craft a mech. So I did what I could with what I had.
116 hearts, plenty of Rex arms.
I was headed back home to start preparing to go tame the Forest Titan. I was gonna bring 2 tech rifles, a shotgun, and a tech railgun because I'm an idiot, and apparently they can't damage the nodes on the Titans. When I got home, I got a beautiful vault placed in my base for extra storage because, man, I had a lot of loot. Are you guys ready for the hardest part of my journey so far? Something that made me want to give up multiple times and never touch this game again. Let's do it. Day 63, I found myself falling into the center of the earth, a beautiful green zone, going to tame this place's heart and soul. What you're about to witness is 2 hours of my time compiled into a 2-minute sequence. This really sucked.
This thing ain't working right. Hitting that shoulder is gonna be difficult, isn't it? There we go. I have the chin left. That's all I have left. All right, I have 1 tech rifle left. I'm running out of element. Ouch. 35 element left. Oh, shoot. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh, finally. So at first the Forest Titan was great, but then I experienced a glitch where he just slid everywhere. This would normally be the part in the voiceover where I say, let's walk him all the way to where we're gonna fight the King Titan so we can place him there. But I guess it's gonna be slide there instead. I still don't know why the Titan's moving like this, but I guess it's better than nothing. Good gosh. Let's get the hell out of here. On to bigger and better things. Oh, feels good to be able to move again. See you later, nerd. Originally, I wanted to take down the Alpha King Titan, but seeing as it's already almost day 70, I don't think that's gonna be quite possible. About to put you to work. Damn, this is gonna suck, actually. Before I could think about taming the Ice Titan, I wasn't gonna go through what I just went through again, so I was gonna build a mech, but to do that, I need a tech replicator. Let's make one run and then we'll come back. Where's the desert globe? That way. This is gonna be a whole lot of ass. That's what it's gonna be. The gas bag's weight wasn't quite good enough to be able to carry everything I needed for the replicator, so a couple of to and from trips to the Titan terminal. You get it. This blows. Luckily, the gas bag can fly through the entire cave within seconds, so it's not too bad once you get here. Day 68, I got the first run complete, and now it's time to go back home. Later that evening, I brought my Anki out for the first time in years, and started farming some crystal because apparently I had 0. So I have enough crystal now. I'm just waiting on metal to smelt, and then I need the black pearls. Please tell me you can carry this. You can. Damn, we might be able to get the metal. I think I'm gonna wait here. I might be able to get this all in one trip. All I needed at the moment was metal ingots, so I got kind of bored and played around with my tech. R.I.P. Dodo that was walking in front of my base. 2023, you will not be forgotten. On the morning of day 69, the rest of the metal I needed was smelted, so time to go. Oops. Okay. Alright, I thought I just knocked out my manic armor. Come to papi, señorita. So many resources for that. Alrighty, where am I gonna place this? See if I even have any foundations to build with. See, I do have foundations. Okay, so let's just take a couple of those. For some reason at the beginning of this playthrough, I thought that this was gonna be the most beautiful base I've ever built because it was my final playthrough. Turns out it's completely ugly, makes no sense, but I'm vibing. Okay, so a mech costs that. With day 70 right around the corner, I immediately started scrounging up all of the resources I possibly could to get this mech crafted because the Ice Titan needed to be mine now. And sure enough, I was able to get it done. For some reason, to test out the mech, I headed up to the King Titan arena. I don't know why. I could have just pulled it out at my house, but here we are, I guess. This thing is actually pretty cool. I've never built one before, never used one, so I like it. It's day 70, and y'all were probably thinking, we are gonna get through an entire video without Sizing doing something stupid? Guess again, my children, guess again. Let's try to do it. Let's just see what happens. That's a terrifying army right there. Okay, here we go, here we go. Gosh, these are high levels. I have 40 levels for this Giga. You see, all was going well. I spent about 20 minutes getting through the first 4 waves, and then this enraged Rex popped up, and this is where it all went south. I'm in the thick of it right now. Oh gosh, something doing 662 damage to me? 441. They're throwing me off the cliff. I don't know if I can do this. I'm gonna try my hardest. Those enraged Rexes are no joke, man. You're pushing me away from the drop. Okay, yeah, I decided to dip. Do you see my Giga's health? You would have dipped too. This Rex pissed me off to an unfathomable extreme. He chased me halfway across the map to prove something, and I'm not sure why. I cannot believe that corrupted Rex really chased me halfway across the map because he knew my Giga was about to die. Day 71, I unlocked the siege cannon attachment for the mech because that's what I was gonna use to tame the Ice Titan. So I needed a little bit of polymer and then I can make it. All right, M.S. I can craft this cannon. 200 pounds? I already had around 20 cannon shells, but I didn't know if that was gonna be enough. So I was searching around for red drops in hopes of getting more, and it was only blues. Well, I guess I'll just use what I have and hope it's enough. I mean, this should be enough cannon shells, right? Day 72, my preparations were complete, and I took off for the ice cave. I'm noticing a pattern here. I'm not getting any time to breed, but I'm having to go all the time and just stay on the grind. This map is tough. I'm actually getting extremely nervous. I guess at the end of the day, worst case scenario, it takes 2 hours and I have an Ice Titan. No, Sizen. I think worst case scenario is you dying, dumbass. Let me see how to use it. Alright, so you press C. I get it. Let's just hope this goes smoothly. I hope 30 elements enough. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm not even gonna queue up music for this one. You'll see why. There we go. Nice, that's one down. Already. There we go, we exploded the second one. Where are you going? Why are you like this? Let's go. He's knocked out. That was so easy. Woohoo! That was so much easier. I wish I would have done that with the Forest Titan. Why are they slide walking, dude? That's super annoying. Okay, we got that going for us. We can at least jump. In case you guys were wondering, it only took me 1 day this time to get the Ice Titan up to the arena. It makes it go a lot faster when you can jump.
Don't mind the wyvern. He also sped me up. I was kind of scared. Dude, I am going to shred this Titan. I actually have a huge surprise for you guys at the end of this video. I think it's going to make you happy. It gets me really excited. I love it.
All right, I got to run OSDs so I can get more corrupt hearts. That's really the only way I can do it right now.
You guys are probably wondering, hey, Sizen, it's day 73. Shouldn't you start breeding some gigas because you need a lot? The answer is no, and you'll see why.
Is this a yellow? I'll run a yellow.
Pretty much every single drop, with the exception of blue, offers me most of the tributes I need to fight the bosses. So I didn't really have to worry about that. The only thing I needed was corrupt hearts.
Let's go! I just saw a red drop come down, so I'm gonna go hit that real quick. See if this Calian soup works. Wow, it doesn't. Okay, you know what? I might be okay. My health is dropping super slow.
Day 74, I began the red drop, and funny enough, this is the closest I came to dying because I kind of stopped paying attention to my health. So in between waves, I jumped up and down on top of my giga to drain my stamina, which then drains my food so I can eat and then heal myself. When the OSD completed, I had barely enough time to eject all the items, grab it, and then get out. Imagine being dumb enough to play 74 days in a 100 days playthrough and then die to heat. Come on now.
I cannot believe I was able to do that.
And on the beautiful morning of day 75, I returned home to sort out gear and kind of just relax. In the coming days, I would need a lot of elements because I was actually super short. I only had 3 left after everything I've done lately, so I ran this element vein for extra. Are some element nodes better than others? Because I feel like I am getting so much more than last time. This vein gave me a total of 1100, so I was set for the rest of this game.
77 black pearls. Yeah, turning off farming is the way to go when you're doing this stuff.
I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner, but normally I would just have my giga at normal settings, run these drops, and my inventory would fill up with so much meat that I wasn't getting the correct tributes I needed. My next goal was to craft this blueprint because leggings and helmets were the last 2 things I was missing, and they're pretty decent. I needed to go farm for more metal because I was missing about half for the leggings. So I need to go ahead and explain something to you guys real quick. So there's 2 approaches I could have taken at the end of this game, and it was a really hard decision. I didn't know that if you tamed any of the titans, you could never summon them again until your tamed titan dies or goes away, whatever. So if I took the approach of doing Gamma then Beta King Titan, I would have to ditch my titans, and then I would have to go fight all 3 titans again so I could get the tributes because you need tributes for both Gamma and Beta. Then I would have to go retame them all in the course of the next 24 days. And I think we all know that's just not possible with the given amount of time. So I took the relaxed approach, unfortunately. So basically the last 24 days for me are going to be relaxed, but I'm still going to get stuff done. You know, things that are going to help me actually be able to beat the Titan. So here we are on day 77, and I kind of want to speed through this next bit because I'm embarrassed and it didn't go so well. But basically, I was going to give my go at taming the Desert Titan, which I have the least amount of experience with, so that's, I think, where I went all wrong. I also made another idiotic choice and spent most of day 77 gathering tributes to fight the Ice Titan when I already tamed the Ice Titan, but I didn't know that there couldn't be 2 in the same world. I'm a complete idiot. I'm so dumb. It's because I already have one stupid tamed, so of course I can't fight it. Wow. So this stupid decision led to another stupid decision. Since I was feeling dumb, I thought I would redeem myself by going to tame the Desert Titan. So my next goal was finding a Quetzal, which brings me to day 78 when I found this beauty.
Oh, hello, buddy. I'm out here with the grappling setup. I forgot I had tech.
This was not fun at all. I mean, it's cool that I have tech and I can fly around with no worries, but yeah. The worst part is I was training him into the city and then he just randomly flew out into the wasteland.
Oh, I knocked him out.
This right here is ARK giving me the straight up middle finger.
No way. No way. What are you doing? Are you kidding me?
What the hell is that? I decided I would just go home and get out of render distance from the Quetzal because I know if you are out of render distance, nothing will attack it. So let's go home, make the saddle, get a structure made for the saddle, and then we'll head back. I got back into the wasteland to a tamed Quetzal, so I got the saddle on him and then started building my structure. My design choices weren't particularly smart or beautiful, but I think it was going to get the job done. Time for the half-a-day flight all the way to the desert globe. my gosh, I can't fly in here. That would have been so bad. I just completely risked that. This doesn't make a difference for me until I play ARK Survival Ascended, but for you guys that are going to keep playing this game that have never done this, yes, you can fly in this cave. I don't have cave flyers turned on, by the way. Well, that took a while, but we finally made it. Something about going into this fight with just the Quetzal doesn't feel right. This is normally the part where I give a huge pep talk to myself and to you guys, get you ready for the crazy events about to happen, but not this time. I am so terrified to do this. This happened, by the way. Okay. Not cool, not cool, not cool. I'm literally stuck. That's fantastic. Whoo-wee. This normally would work, but I kept getting stuck or glitched out in the Titan, so it was causing the Quetzal to get damaged, which scared me. I was led to believe the whole reason for the box structure on the back of the Quetzal is so when I do get dismounted, it throws me in the box, but it kept putting me on top, which made this way more dangerous. And then I got dismounted way into the air for some reason. My Quetzal was at literally like 5 health, so I said, screw this, I'm going home. I feel really bad for doing it, but there was no way I was surviving if I stuck with the Quetzal, so I had to ditch him, get on my mana armor, and get out as soon as I could. Well, I guess I'm not going back to the desert globe anytime soon. Let's just avoid that at all costs, huh? I spent most of day 80 into day 81 running OSDs because I needed a few more corrupt hearts and a lot of black pearls for the things I wanted to craft in the coming days. We did it! Look at all the loot. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at that mech. Oh damn, I didn't even realize I got 683 black pearls. Okay. Gas bag's being super buggy lately. It's like I'm going forward and then he just shoots straight up for no reason. See this? What? What's more important to me? Is it the legs? Or the mech? I ended up crafting the legs so I could finish my whole tech armor set, and then I would craft the mech if I had the time. Let's take a pause on all the grinding. I wanted to spend the entirety of day 82 pretending like I'm in Call of Duty and just quick scoping and gunning down creatures. This is fun. Sizen spends 100 days quick scoping. I think it could be a thing. Day 83, I started the biggest polymer grind I've ever done because I needed 2,000 to craft this mech. I went at this for a full day, like I was doing this for a long time, and I only had half the amount I needed. All right, about 1,000 more. And without doing my research, I thought maybe I can just craft the rest of what I need. So I gathered all of the cementing paste I had in my entire base, and then I went to go find obsidian so I could craft my own polymer. And it wasn't until day 84 that I actually found some. I remember it being plentiful on this map, but apparently not. This one area that I'm in is all I could find, so I farmed up every bit of obsidian here, and then I headed back home to see what I could do. After depleting all of my resources, I could only craft 421, so back to the grind. The rest of the day looked like this for me. All right, Sizen, they understand. Whatever. Day 85, I finally got back home and was able to craft my beautiful mech. Oh, I have enough. Sweet. I just need the crystal. I can go farm that real quick. Okay, well, I needed to go farm crystal, obviously, and then I could craft the mech. So that didn't take long because the Anki's cracked. Oh my goodness, I can craft it. All of that for this guy. After crafting the mech, I started potting up all of my fully healed gigas so I could bring them to the arena. I also got the remaining giga eggs I had hatching while I did so. This was going to be an all-out balls to the walls fight. I was bringing every creature that I had gotten up till this point. The Dodic was helping me, the Snow Owl, everyone. Day 86, I got back up to the arena and started throwing out all of my fully healed creatures. I think the red mech was just here for moral support because it's not like it's its own creature and it can go fight for me. My army without these titans would be terrible, but having those gives me that extra confidence I need to beat this.
Oh, this one turned out green. That's kind of cool.
After getting my army laid out, it was time to go back home, check on my eggs, and start raising them because that's not a fast process and it's gonna take me a couple of days at least. I'm not just saying this because it's my last video in ARK Survival Evolved. I'm saying it because it's true. This was my favorite playthrough that I've ever had. Things went awry a couple of times, but for the most part, it was smooth and I actually did a pretty good job. And now that the fun is over, let's start freaking raising gigas again. Before my first imprint, I decided to spend the rest of day 86 healing up the last few adult gigas that I had. And on day 87, all of my babies were ready to be imprinted on for the very first time. Then I got to thinking, I needed to finish something that I had started. I never really finish my bases. I kind of just build them up until they're usable and then never really touch them after that. But I can't let it go. I have to finish this base. So that's exactly what I did. I spent the entire day building up and finishing my base for the last time.
Oh my goodness. All we're missing is that.
My build was complete and I was loving it. It was a very unique base and I've never done anything like it.
Now that is a base with character. How? Who's dying and how are they dying?
Apparently, I'm a bad parent and I forgot to feed my gigas, so I had one die, which is unfortunate. Day 88, I fell short of things to do, so I just went AFK and watched all of my babies turn into adults. Sometimes you just have to take a minute in this game and pay attention to your surroundings and just appreciate it and take it in.
I'm an actual idiot. I think I could have crafted this tech replicator at the Titan Arena, which would have been 10 times easier.
Normally, I do a final sunset kind of thing in my videos, but seeing as Extinction doesn't have a day and night cycle, I just went and headed to the highest point on the map to enjoy the scenery. Now, for that surprise I was talking about, it's time for me to call upon some old friends to help us fight this final battle. Some from 2 years ago, some from a year ago, and even others that are super recent. Nonetheless, they've all helped me get to where I am now, and they will help me finish this. But before doing that, let's do one final run through of the beautiful map, Extinction. Now for the surprise. Over the course of 2 years of me making 100-day videos in ARK, I've taken one of my favorite dinos from each video and uploaded them for this very moment. So you know this is true, I will quickly show you the list of all of my favorite dinos, but then we will get to introductions. Everyone meet Rock. This is my very first rock drake from my Aberrations playthrough 2 years ago. This is my unnamed wyvern from my Extinction playthrough that came shortly after Aberration. This guy helped me take down the Desert Titan. Meet Barney. This is from Scorched Earth. It was the first color mutation I had ever gotten on a dino. Sadly, another unnamed dino, but this was my wyvern from Crystal Isles. It's my blood wyvern that had a really cool color mutation of black with blue fins. You guys gotta know who this is. This is my most famous dino of all times, Lucas. He's from my Genesis Part 1 playthrough, and man, he was a god. Next up is Maddox, my Shadow Main from Genesis Part 2. This was the first Shadow Main I actually ever tamed in my ARK career. Next up, we have Rahul from Lost Island. This was the Dinopithecus that carried me through the entire story. We ran caves together, we slept together, we ate together, we pooped together. Now for one of the most legendary dinos of all time. This is Sprite from my Fjordur playthrough with Kruger Ops. This thing was so overpowered, I almost single-handedly killed his entire army with just this wyvern. And from my newer videos, we have Grazer from Ragnarok. This was my first griffin on that playthrough, and we flew everywhere together. That's pretty much it for you. This is a sentimental one for me. This is Snow, my rock drake from my redo of Aberration 6 months ago. I loved this rock drake so much, I wish I could have kept it for the next 3 or 4 games they came out with. The last one not so cool, but it means a lot to me. This is Goop. This is from my Twisted Island 100 Days video. Goop and I went everywhere. He did everything with me. But now, it's time to get this going. We're all gonna fight to the death for each other brother. What an epic way to end my final 100 days video in ARK Survival Evolved. Are you guys ready? Oh boy. Oh my god. Let's go. Venus already? Oh, that damages me? Get in there. Get in there. The whole OG squad, let's go! Do some damage, come on. Come on, we gotta do some good damage here. Let's go! No, my wizard! Oh, the punch, the punch! Damn! We can survive this. Oh, I need to get out. Yup, that's gonna hurt. Come on, mech. Dude, he is laying waste. Oh gosh. Wait, is he about to die? He's dead? Who killed him? Who just killed him? Whoever this Giga is just took out this Titan by himself. The meme. The female melee mutation just did that. I knew you had it in you. My friends, thank you so much for sticking until the end with your boy. That was one of the most epic adventures I've ever had in ARK Survival Evolved, and I can definitely say that was a great way to end it. That's all we have time for today. Stay tuned for future videos from me. I will definitely be playing ASA when it comes out, and I will see you guys on the other side. Enjoy the Ascension, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Absolutely beautiful. Go on, take a look. It's finally begun. The ARKs are coming home. Each one carries with it the seeds of new life. Plants, animals, and humans. And these seeds will take root across the far corners of the world. Once they do, all that life will be unleashed. From there, it will spread, grow, and thrive. And this planet, our home, will bloom once more. As for the rest of the infection, well, the ARKs can take it from here. In time, they'll purge every last bit of it from its soil. But make no mistake, this is all thanks to you. I'm just glad I got to see it. Look at that. Sun's rising.